After falling for 43 seconds, the time and barometric triggers started the firing mechanism. A uranium bullet fired down a barrel into a uranium target. Together they started a nuclear chain reaction. Solid matter began to come apart, releasing untold quantities of energy.
Hi YouTube, FT here, and this is going to be an MRE review. And as you can see, it's menu 2, a vegetable lasagna, and it's a vegetarian MRE. I'll take this out and take a look, see what we've got. Okay, well, as with all American MREs, you get a basically standard condiment bag, as I call it. In here, I'm not going to go into it today, but you get sugar, you get some pepper, you get some iodized salt, coffee, toilet tissues, box of matches, bit of chewing gum, that type of stuff. I call it the condiment set. Right, with this MRE, we've got white snack bread. There we go. White snack bread. What else have we got in here? Vanilla pound cake is the dessert. Doesn't quite fit. It's a bit crumbly. Well, we have peanut butter as our spread. I will open that in due course. We have a French vanilla cappuccino instant coffee drink. Basic instructions on this one is you rip this top part off. It's got a seal, like a zip seal in there. You open it up, you pour your water in. If the water's been chemically purified, you've got to leave it for 30 minutes, then add it. Tear the pouch, open zipper, you can have it hot or cold, and you add basically a quarter of an American canteen, which is 6 ounces of water. Should be up to this fill line. You zip it shut, hold it so, and give it a good old shake. We'll set that one up in a minute. You can drink it out the pouch, we'll pour it into a glass so we can see what it looks like. That's what that is. We've got some apple sauce, and this one is enhanced with maltodextrin, whatever that is. But at least they tell you. Fortified apple sauce. So that would be to have with the pound cake. And then the last item in here it says vegetable lasagna, and it's got all the ingredients listed. It's on it. So obviously we get our water heater bag and the heater bag. Now, many videos on YouTube on how to use these. They're very simple. You rip the top off, you put water in up to this double line here, you then slot in whatever you're heating up, fold this over. This will of course be inside the bag. Put it back in the box. Prop the box up at about 45 degrees and leave it there for 20 minutes. I'm not going to be using this. I keep these as spares. If you want hot water, you fill this up to the appropriate mark, 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 12 ounce, and you slide that onto the other side of the bag as it's heating. When the 20 minutes is up, you've got hot water. The other good thing about these little bags is if you don't have a canteen or anything and you need to measure how much water, for example for the shake, this has got a 6 ounce marker on it, so you just open it up, pour the water in, comes up to that mark, and then you can pour it into here, shake it up and use it. Don't use those, as I said. This is some of the rubbish we're left with. And of course it can all go back into this bag and that can be disposed of. While the food's heating up, I thought we'd get into this French vanilla cappuccino. I've already ripped the top off. And then we basically just open it up. Got a zip tie in there. Now I've done this, I've got a jug here and it's reading just over 6 ounces. You don't have to be 100% accurate with these things. So I'm just going to pour that in there. And then we actually use the zip tie to shut it up. And that stops it leak. Now you fold it over as well and you can start shaking it. And those observant of you would have noticed the glasses suddenly appeared from nowhere. Aha! And then that is going to be poured out into there. Lovely coffee, pleasant coffee smell. Not too strong, but it is. It's cappuccino. It's a nice drink. Very mild coffee, vanilla, lovely. Not bad at all. Now something you will have noticed, this had been already opened, and I think my son had swiped the sweets out of here. He goes to these concerts and festivals and things in his tent, and he takes the MREs, opens them up, brings them back almost complete but with like the sweets missing, and I've noticed in this one the spoon is missing. You see here the colour of the coffee. It's very vanilla, it's lovely, it's a lovely taste. And here is the pound cake, and it's very crumbly. Could be due to the age of the MRE, although it's got the new writing on the packet the MRE has, so it can't be that old. But I'll mix that with the apple sauce. Oh, should be quite nice. And here's the bread. It's got a crack in it, so I'll just open that up there. Pretty standard stuff. Eat with the main meal, or indeed with the, in this case it's peanut butter. So as you saw, I split some of the bread up, had a crack in there, so I've just taken it off at the crack. And I thought we'd try some of the peanut butter on it. I've got myself the missing plastic spoon. And to make life easier, I've got a knife, so I can cut some things up with scissors. Right, I'm going to put this into the tray. Fantastic peanut butter. Peanut butter, put some on. So here we go. That is good. If they could get this flavour in a spread, I would most definitely have jars of it. And here they are, piping hot. This is the vegetable lasagna, and this is the apple sauce. I'm going to use scissors to cut these open. There we go. We're going to tip this applesauce out onto the tray. And we shall do the same for the lasagna. There we are. All the waste in the bag, and the bag can be thrown away. Okay, they call it lasagna. It's more, is it in layers? Not really, it's more just like pasta. So that's your let's try some of it. Oh, can't complain about that. Wonderful. Let me come over to the applesauce. No real smell to it. Again, it's like if you've eaten something called compote. This is just like that. It's very sweet, and it'll be ideal. Take a bit of this, cover it in the sauce. Apple pie, fantastic. No complaints about that either. So here it is. Gotta watch how I tip it. You've got the vegetable lasagna, which is basically vegetable pasta. It's not layered like lasagna. I can't see any white sauce in there. The applesauce, the pound cake, and the snack bread. Bolognese flavour. It's really nice. There's no meat in here, of course, because it's a vegetarian one. That's a good tasting meal. So the pound cake is quite dry by itself, but man oh man, is it transformed when you put a little bit of this applesauce over it. Apple sponge pudding. Delicious. A pretty good MRE. The pound cake, by the way, is vanilla, as is this cappuccino coffee. It's fantastic. It's really good. I'm really amazed. Why am I amazed? Because I'm not a vegetarian, and I tend not to eat the vegetarian ones. But I'm pleased this one had been opened by my son, so I just wanted to use it up. Very good. Well, I'm going to get stuck into it and make sure that there's no surprises in here. And I'll see you at the end. While I was eating this, I thought it could do with a bit of spice. So I opened up the conduit packet, expecting to find, as you do normally in these, either a Tabasco bottle or a pouch like this with some red pepper spice in it. But what I actually found was a pack like this of Tabasco sauce. Take that top off, pull that over. The only drawback I'd say to having it that way is with the tiny little Tabasco sauce bottles, you can always use a bit, keep the bottle. That, you cut the lid off, you have to use it up. Oh yeah, that's good. Super flavours. I'm just finishing up here. And this pound cake with that apple sauce is delicious. What a dessert. hot or cold. I mean, obviously it went cold as I was eating my lasagna, but it's delicious. So there we have it, all gone, as they say. I would thoroughly recommend menu 2. Vegetable lasagna, vegetarian MRE. Absolutely superb. What a great MRE. Full of flavour. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you all on another video. Cheers.